Hello, friends. Today's question of the day: should Christians be celebrating Christmas? Kind of a question that a lot of people have strong opinions on, but we're going to look at what are the right motivations to celebrate Christmas, and we're going to look at the book of John, the Gospel of John, chapter 1. We're going to see how it introduces Jesus and how it deals with the miracle that took place on Christmas, whenever Christmas occurred. John chapter 1, verses 1 through 4. In the beginning was the Word. We later find out the Word means Jesus. And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. So who are we introduced to? We're introduced to Jesus. And what do we know about him? He was there in the beginning, at the creation, before the creation, and he was and is God. No doubt about it. No, maybe he was just a prophet. None of it. He is God. And that sets up the miracle that we see in verse 14 of chapter 1. Verse 14, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have seen his glory, glory as of the only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. What did Jesus do on Christmas 2,000 years ago in Bethlehem? He took on flesh. Well, he took it on about 9 months before that. But that's when we saw him for the first time, when the shepherds saw him and the wise men a couple years later. Why was that so amazing? Because he was God. Because the God of the universe, who was everywhere and knew everything and had all power and was at creation, took on human form. And why did he do it? He did it so that he could live with us and be a sacrifice on our behalf to appease the wrath of God, so that we could be made right with God by his sacrifice. Like it says in verse 16, for from his fullness we have all received grace upon grace. What's the most amazing gift you've ever received? You received Jesus coming in the flesh, sacrificing his godness, not forever, but for a period of time, and put himself in space, so that you could be saved if you put your faith in him. If that's what you're celebrating this Christmas, the incarnation of Jesus to save those who rebelled against him, you're doing the right thing. Now, if you're celebrating good works or good times or whatever, you're off base and you need to get back in Scripture. But to say that Christmas is all bad, no way. John disagrees with you. Jesus disagrees with you. So as you go forward this year, this Christmas, focus on what Christmas is really about. Not traditions, not gifts, not families, not how you act or how you feel, but on the incarnation of Jesus to save his creation for his glory. I hope this is a blessing to you. Merry Christmas.